I hear something now. Hey, it looks like it's working now. Good lord. Well, welcome to the live stream, everyone. Let's see. Scott, what's going on, buddy? Fishroom Fever, KG Cichlids, Chris, Curtis, Tech Boy, Candy Overhauls, Greg, Bean, 54 Punchy. I think my micro worms and Farlowella fry will arrive today. Thank you very much. Deb, hello. Cody Sun. Who else do we got? Well, we got people rolling in. I didn't really have a topic for today, so we can talk about just about anything. Of course, we always do anyway, so who really cares? CJ Black, hello. A lot of comments on these plecos. Yeah, the plecos are pretty nice, right? Let's look at them again. Look at these beauties. Almost out of quarantine. Oh boy, am I excited about these guys. What do you do with guppy grass instead of throwing it away? Yep, lots of good suggestions. Facebook groups, local clubs, local fish stores, anything like that would work. Duke Nukem, hello. Barbara Jackson, hello. Ads A, hello. Tangs and Tanks. Tangs and Tanks. I actually got Lake Tanganyikans this week. What did I get? I got shell dwellers, not multis, but shell dwellers. We're just gonna bask in these plecos for a while, mainly because I'm sure everyone would rather look at them than me. Lamprologus brevis, I believe. I don't even know what I got. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Calm down. Let me see if I can find a picture of them. Oh. Well, no free pictures. So you guys are just going to have to wait to see them. But yeah, people have been asking for shell dwellers. So I got some brevis. The Tanzania sunspot. Lamprologus brevis Tanzania sunspot. Yeah. And I like to show you guys the pictures of them, but there's no copyright free photos. Obviously, right? Not a common fish. Not like trying to look for a common pleco that's copyright free. Jobs Aquarium Tank says my brevis went from a pair to 100 in a year. Yes, they are very prolific. Probably pretty dang close to multis. Well, maybe not that close, but probably one of the closest. Right, they're right there with Similis. Let's say Similis. I say multis are the most prolific, then Similis, and then maybe the brevis. Wait, what is Scott asking? All right. Hold on, I'm coming back. Hey, Bob, would you mind if I followed your schedule? I'll be an hour behind you, obviously, never at the same time, but maybe I go live right after you. After my move, obviously, Scott, you don't have to ask permission, buddy. You just do whatever you want. I don't own YouTube. Nobody owns YouTube. You can go live when anyone's going live. Well, I mean, the NSA owns YouTube, but otherwise. Hi, Candy. This is Rockland. Yeah, I never knew how to say that anyways. Change my name. Aqua Discovery. That is good to know. That's good to know. So the only thing is, like, if you want, you're obviously asking to be respectful, which I appreciate it. I've been going longer on Mondays. I'll never go long on a Thursday, so it really depends, like, what day. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Go live when you want to go live. Don't worry about anyone else. Whoa, that's tinfoil hat talk. It's not tinfoil hats. That's absolutely true that the NSA owns 49% of. They're a 49% shareholder. So I guess they don't own it. I'm sorry, they don't own it, but they do own 49% of Google. That is verifiable, non-tinfoil hat talk. At one point, I don't know. Maybe they sold some shares. I don't know, but they are a 49% shareholder. Hey, Bob Kaler, got some awesome Episto fry the other day. I can't wait to start breeding again. getting so many cool guppies, so many cool just fish in general. It's a nice thing about this little venture I'm on right now is I have access to fish I would have never kept before. Like the brevis, I probably would have never got them if it wasn't for you guys. What else? Endlers. Believe it or not, I've never kept an endler before, ever, until I started this venture. And now I'm like waist deep in endlers. Hi, Ginger. Oh, is Ginger Graves here? Down the wormholes here as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me move this over here. Piece of paper I was going to write on to say my mic wasn't working at the start. But I figured I'd just fix it instead. I put Siri in the closet with a gag and blindfold. Chris says, you have any endlers, pairs, trios? So, green or lime green endlers and tiger endlers will be hitting the website tomorrow. I have blue, no. Oh my gosh. Blue lace guppies hitting the website tomorrow. No. Red lace guppies. Red lace guppies. Red lace guppies and bluegrass guppies hitting the website tomorrow. Basically, a lot of stuff is hitting the website tomorrow. Oh, geez. Bob, are you going to keep every fish you bring in for yourself also? Oh, man, it's tough. It's tough, especially when I'm looking at these plecos. You guys know how much I love plecos. Look at these guys. Ugh. And there is, you can see, and there's another one over on the right that's all blurred out. I only got 3 of them, so that's all 3 of them. Well, you see 2 of them, and you see a blob of a 3rd one. Duke Nukem says, I have to go. Have a fabulous day. Thank you. You too, my friend. I snatched up the clown killies. Yes, more clown killies will be hitting the website tomorrow. Gosh, what else? There's so much stuff hitting the website tomorrow. So a lot of stuff is getting put back in stock. Everything, well, besides like this week's shipment, a lot of stuff coming out of quarantine. And yeah, so again, it's not like 9 a.m. everything hits the website. It'll be sporadic throughout the day. But again, if there's something you're looking for, I think you can sign up for email notification. But as far as how I'm going to sell the endlers, I'm not sure yet. I know the tiger endlers are probably going to be sold in groups of 6. 2 males to 4 females. Simply because I have a lot of them, and I think that's the best way to sell them. Like, I'd rather sell 6 of them than 2 or 3. I don't know. And also, for someone looking to start out a colony, it would be better to do it with 2 males and 4 females anyways. Like, that's how you should do it as a hobbyist. So that's how I'm going to sell them. I'm going to be having some mutt guppy / endlers on the website as well. Probably, even for mutts though, they're still probably, I haven't decided on a price yet. Probably like $5 a pair. And, because they're still beautiful, even as mutts. I accidentally crossed a couple lines, so now they're mutts, but they're still very, very beautiful. So I think $5 a pair is a pretty fair price, to be honest. So yeah, anyways, I don't know why I started talking about that, but, oh, because somebody asked. Well, there you go. Aquaball says, how much for Neo, Lamprey, Logus, Brevis, Sunspot? They don't have a price yet. No price yet. They just got here, so I still got 2 weeks to figure it out. Yeah, so I haven't even looked to see how much they go for online. Actually, I have, and I think they're like $15 a piece online. Lamprey, Logus, Brevis for sale. Boy, let's see. So $16.99 a piece here. Here there's no price. So yeah, I don't know. Designer mutts though, like a Morky. So as of right now, they're not mutts. So what happened is I had Japan blue guppies, and then I got Japanese blue endlers, and did a very stupid mistake and put them both in the same tank. Thinking at the time, this was like midnight after I got back from my local club meeting. And I was like, oh, these are going through quarantine anyways. I'll just, yeah, they're Japanese blue lyre-tailed guppies and then Japan blue endlers or something like that. Either way, they look almost identical. I can tell the difference between the males, but of course the females are just silver. So now they're just mutts. Hey, Adam C is here. What's up, Adam? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Jet says my LFS has orange laser cories right now, 3 for $50. Anyone know if the price is right? I would say it's on the higher. It's pretty close to average, but it's on the higher side. I feel like usually around $15 a piece for those is what I see them go for. But anyway, so yeah. Now I've got guppies and endlers that look almost identical in the same tank. However, they're not. And I have fry. The fry are not mutts either. The fry dropped before combining them. And but you know, now that they've been mixed, who knows what's going to happen. So now I have to sell them as mutts, which is all right because they're still awesome. Yeah, they're gonna be really cool. I honestly, to be honest, I haven't decided if I'm even gonna sell them yet. I think it would be cool to keep them over the winter, and then I've been thinking about putting them in the pond next spring and letting them breed all summer. But I don't know. So one pond I want to keep specifically for rainbows, and then the other pond I kind of want to like do mix of everything, throw in like endlers and guppies and just all different types and see what happens by the end of the summer. But then it's like, what do I do with these fish that are those would be true like hardcore mutts right there. That was early on. Oh yeah, you had the Japanese blue lyre-tail guppies, but they didn't survive a week. Yeah, mine are actually doing really well. So I had issues with the scarlet endlers. The oh man, I'm gonna say this like 10 different ways. Negative, they're garbage now. I better sell them. I don't know. I'm definitely keeping some because I have fry. So at least I have fry, so I don't have to. I mean, I have till spring, so I could sell what I have now and just keep the fry. Hi, Joel. Hope the family is 100% healthy. Oh, hey, Gar. Hey, Gar. Hey, Gar. What's up, Joel? If you do that, you'll never come back from that. Ponds with guppies, endlers are a drug. Well, so I had that this year too, though. I had all my, well, not all, but a lot of my guppies from my breeding for profit tank. When I tore that down, those went into the pond. And then of course the other pond still has my longfin rosy barbs and my neon rosy barbs. The neon barbs that were on my website, I actually put in my 240 gallon. Same with the black ruby barb. They're all in my 240 gallon. And just loving life. Now here's something interesting though. Now I'm sure it's completely coincidental, but I added the neon rosy barbs. I don't even know. There was like 20 of them in the 240 gallon. And I didn't, obviously, you know, I watched them that day to make sure that there was no issues. The next day, you know, I just ran in there, fed them real quick, fed little Steen, and then went back to work. And then the next day, all of the blue-green algae was gone, like all of it. Now, there's no way that they're in there eating the blue-green algae because it's bacteria. But it's still mighty coincidental that as soon as I add those barbs, that all the blue-green algae is gone within 2 days. It's crazy. Like I didn't see him eating because I wasn't really observing the tank that much. I was working, but it's still, I don't know. It's mighty coincidental. I'm telling you. I'm not saying that they eat bacteria, but still, it was kind of crazy. And it worked out. It's nice that it's all gone now. So the other issue I'm having in the 240 is little Steen is uprooting my jungle val every single night. Every night. So he doesn't sleep in the same spot. Before I planted the jungle val, he had like his little hole in one spot, and he slept in the same spot every night. Now I don't know what it is about the jungle val, but he'll just burrow down somewhere new every night and uproot all the jungle val in that area. So, it's frustrating, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It looks way better still, and so far it hasn't died off. It's a defense net mechanism. Barbara makes them harder. What? Susan is here. Hello. A whole pond of goldfish, but they would make the water so cloudy. I'm not interested in a goldfish pond. No, thanks. Maybe someday, but like I said, next year I'm already devoting one to my rainbows. And then the other one will be like some, I don't know. Honestly, I want to do rainbows in both, but we'll see. I want to do yellow rainbows in one, and yeah, I don't know. Tangs and Tank says, peace out, people. Back to work. Tampa Tom, hello. Yeah, the same guppy in the pond looks very different in a pond versus tank. Yeah, they look, I mean, when I look at like the neon rosy barbs in the 240 versus the neon rosy barbs outside, it's insanely different. Like, they still look good in the 240, but outside they just look insane. They look way better. Some flagfish will take care of the blue-green. My flagfish tank is the cleanest tank I've had. Crystal clear. Whew. Oh, man. You know, I don't drink this. It's been about an hour since I've taken a drink of this, and I just forget that it's not my normal drink. I don't know. Well, you probably can't see, but it's green. I'm drinking my vegetables, and it's like drinking like alfalfa. This stuff here. Super green. It smells like if you ever like played in a hay barn. That's what it smells like. Like right when you walk into a hay barn, like, oh, I just spilled it everywhere. That's what it smells like. Or, man, I can't remember the name of it. But, anyways, that's what it smells like. And you really just have to like, you have to pound it. It's one of those things you just have to chug. And I had a little bit left and I forgot, and I just sipped a little bit of it, and I was like, whew, I'm just going to get rid of it right now. And like, it doesn't dissolve very well, so once you get to the bottom, it's like it's just all at the bottom. I use that powder when I make homemade rapashi. That's what I was thinking about doing with it. 100% pure plant-based superfoods. Okay. We got beetroot, bee pollen, broccoli, acai powder. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Green tea powder, organic blueberry, organic raspberry, carrot, grape, bilberry, licorice root. That's interesting. Milk thistle. That's probably what's giving it that terrible smell. Spirulina powder, barley grass powder, alfalfa. Oh, there it is. Alfalfa, wheatgrass, chlorella, cholera, spinach, broccoli, kale, copper. There's copper in here. Sunflower, apples, rice. Yeah. So if you can imagine all that in here, that's what this tastes like. Fish food for sure. Yeah, I'm okay. I wonder if you could probably just make your own rapashi out of this stuff. I think this was like $20. It's not that much cheaper. So, oh, it is cheaper because here I still have my other rapashi sitting here, which apparently I paid $32 for this one, and this one was $20. That's like the same size. Interesting. I like you like the green screen. Yeah, it gets the hat kind of too. See, not so much on this side, but that side. Definitely not as bad as this hat here, though. That one, it really hits that one. So, Oh, Russell, I saw your question earlier. Sorry I missed it. Will I get any Julii? Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. Well, don't feed that to your shrimp then. It's got. Oh, good call, Chris. That went right over my head. Chlorophyll, sodium, copper. It is last on the list, but still probably not worth it. Good call. That, yeah. Didn't even think about that. Glad you were here this morning, Chris. I use fresh shrimp and fish, some veggies, and that powder ground up. Yeah, I would need to buy some gelatin, but so I basically need to find something like this that's not copper. I wonder, like, copper that it's very last on the list. It can't be that bad. What does this list the ingredients? Whoa. Oh, here we go. Squid meal, krill meal. Okay, well, it's also going to depend on the type of repashy, right? So this has copper in it as well, actually. Do you guys know that? This spawn and grow, copper is like right in the middle. And I have used this in almost all of my tanks, including tanks with shrimp. Selenium. I love selenium. I do. Selenium is really good. Not tasting, but, you know, good for you. Interesting. I'll have to check the other Repashy and see if there's copper in that too. Specifically the green squirt one. What's the green apple squirt one? The algae one. What's the algae one? I always forget. Shrimp food has a tiny amount of copper. Yes, diluted amount though. Anyone have suggestions on a cheap light for a 55-gallon light? Would need to grow low light plants. Chris, you should go look at my channel. About 4 videos ago, maybe 5 videos ago, we talked about the Walmart light. Walmart. It was $20 for a 4-foot light. Really good. Yeah, Soylent Green. Soylent Green, just like my underwear. That's how I'm going to remember it from now on. Okay. All right, that's gone. The cheap Walmart light on mine. Yes, and my plecos is here. What's going on, buddy? So I can tell you that the $20 4-foot Walmart shop light does grow plants. There's 2 of them. One is brighter than the other. One is like $18. One is like $21 ish. So get whatever one you want, but it definitely grows plants. Jobs aquarium tanks. Chris has them on all of his tanks, and he's growing plants just fine. Just take a multivitamin tablet, Bob. No, multivitamin tablets are like 90% filler. Yeah, especially like the men's health one or whatever it is. No. So when you drink this, like you can feel it. Like you just feel better. Like your bones feel better, your joints feel better. It makes a difference. And it might be psychosomatic, I don't know. But especially on days that you work out, when I go hiking, I take this beforehand, and it makes a huge difference. When I take a multivitamin, it does nothing for me. Absolutely nothing for me. JD Aquatics says, are the Walmart shop lights linkable? I believe so. I haven't done it myself, but I believe that they are. Bob, why you're drinking that stuff? Exactly why I just said, because it makes me feel really good. Like I said, especially on a day that I go to the gym. Anyways. 54 Punchy says, I have my Walmart lights on my racks. They work fine for plants. Yeah, like, don't be buying these Walmart lights if you're growing, like, Monte Carlo, baby. All right, there we go. I believe we are back. Okay. Gotta get the expensive multivitamins. Gotta get the expensive vitamins, like from whatever, or you just pee 99% of it out. Well, you gotta do it right. Like, if you're taking massive amounts of B12, obviously you're gonna pee everything out. But, anyways, how do the fish look under the Walmart light? Again, you could look at my channel and check out the video. I mean, they don't look worse than any other inexpensive light. I can tell you that much. Can the lights be skipped and linked into one power strip? Would it be safe? Yes, if it's a feature of the light, then yes, it would be safe. All that stuff has to go through testing to get certified. So yeah, it would be safe. I can relate. Cardiologist put off cardiac rehab for another 6 weeks. So frustrating. Oh, you guys are having your own little conversation there. All right. Brian says, hey, dude, I've tried to call you and Tom, and it goes straight to voicemail. Can you send me the address? Are you talking to me? I've tried to call you and Tom. What? Me? Just, Whoa, okay, I get it. I got it. Just checking my beeper. I don't see anything on my beeper. See? No pages. So no one's paged me. No missed calls on the flip. I don't know if you're talking about me, but I got nothing. The Wally World lights, you have to actually look good. You have actually look good. Okay, let me start over. The Wally World lights you have actually look good on your fish from what it looks like in your recent videos. Yes. I mean, I'm insanely happy with them, especially for like a cheap fish room build that I'm doing. My fish room is nothing fancy, which actually, well, I'm not going to announce that yet. I was almost going to announce something, but I won't yet. My shop light is hanging from my rack above my 40-gallon breeders. The fish look okay under the light. Walmart has some lights that are linkable. They are smaller than the shop lights. I'm pretty sure these ones that I got are linkable. I have to watch the video again and the features, but I'm pretty sure that they are linkable. I'm fairly confident they are. Well, you know what? I can do one better. I'll be right back. Out of the way, dog. Okay. So I said I'm pretty like 90% positive that these are linkable, which probably means they're not. Okay, let me look. Does it say anywhere if they are? It does not. Oh, what's this over here? 5-year warranty. No, it doesn't say. Okay, never mind. I can't do any better. Estimated annual cost, $5. That's pretty good. Yeah, I see nothing. That wasn't helpful at all. Where's my chat? Here we are. Rachel's new fish room setup is amazing. So much more open and organized. Yeah, it would be nice to have a welder living with you. I'm jealous of the stands. Shelby, thanks, but at least I got it back. Many don't. Hey, folks, I was trying to compare wattage of different light choices. Phoenix Stingray 2 seems good. I know you're not a fan. Correct. I personally am not a fan of Phoenix Stingray. The ones at Home Depot are linkable. Maybe those are the ones I'm looking at. Why don't we just click this link right here, huh? Why don't we just click this link and find out? Making things happen over here, maybe. Come on. I might be breaking my stream. I don't know. What the heck's happening here? What's going on? Well, clearly that didn't work. Let's try this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Where's my chat? Get that back. Go. Oh, it was updating. It was updating. So let's take a look. 2184. Where? Here we go. Illuminate every facet of your project. Hyperlight use array bulbs, workshop, office, studio, other design, coordinate, figures, easy install, hyperlight shot, turn on, off, steering. Stop. Well, maybe not. It doesn't say that it is. I guess I gotta go with no. Wait, what do we got down here? Nope, still nothing. All right. Well, I told you. I was about 90% sure that they were linkable, which means that they're not. Here's the lower light one here. 3200 lumen. See that? $16 for a 4-foot light. That's insane. All right. Lurking and working. What's your favorite fish food and what's your favorite fish food and fancy pleco? My favorite fish food, any live food would be my favorite fish food, and then my favorite fancy pleco is the L264. That's been my number one for quite a while now, the Sultan pleco. I agree, Shelby. The carpet goes on top of the floorboards. Surely? What are you guys talking about? I never understood the reasoning behind. I hate hardwood floors, if that's what we're talking about. I don't know why we're talking about hardwood floors, but I just started pulling up this. Oh, this is why. I just started pulling up this wood floor and there's carpet under it. That's weird. That's really weird. Cole, what's up, buddy? Oh, did you say least favorite? Least favorite, huh? Where's your little question here? I don't know. Least favorite fish food. Least favorite. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I feel like I've never bought in Wardley's fish food. So, like, I know it's insanely cheap, but I don't know, like, if it's as bad as everyone says it is. I don't know. I've never bought, like, budget, cheap, crappy fish food before. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. RJL I use a shop LED light from Lowe's, $50, just over 1 year use. Plants love it, but the color is cyan. Wood floors are great, except underneath fish tanks. I hate wood floors. I hate them. I would never, ever, ever do hardwood floors in my house, ever. Absolutely hate hardwood. I mean, obviously, like in the kitchen and bathroom, but yeah, and like a room. There's nothing worse than getting out of bed and stepping down on hardwood floor. Like, I want some nice, soft carpet to just step down onto in the morning getting out of bed. But getting out of bed and stepping down on some cold, hard floor, I don't know. No thanks. Not for me. Mary is looking at houses. One had wood floors. She asked if the landlord was going to carpet over the floorboards or whether she would have to pay for it herself. Didn't get the house. That's funny. I do like omega-1 fish food. I'm not a fan of bug bites, although I think it's a really good food. Of course, I've only tried like I've only tried it once, but it's still a little funny. I hate carpet, to each their own. I live in a hot south, rarely cold. That might have something to do with it. Yeah, I guess if you're in a warm climate, but still, like I want to walk on something soft. Right? I mean, that's why we buy shoes. You don't see people walking around downtown Seattle barefoot. Well, I mean, some people do, but they're crazy. Bedrooms need carpet, but I love my life-proof laminate flooring. I mean, there's obviously advantages of hardwood over carpet, but still not for me. Yeah, tile in the kitchen and bathroom for sure. Your feet get used to it. Mine don't. Maybe if you're like, all right, if you're like maybe like 5 foot nothing and 100 pounds wet, then walking on hardwood is not that big deal. But when you're tall and fat, you don't want to walk on hardwood floors. Trust me. I would rather buy a rug that I can easily change out if I get sick of it. Soft like the souls of his competitors. I like it. Can I grow a carpet of Monte Carlo in a 30-gallon with a Nicrew Sky LED light, homemade fertilizer, and no CO2? I am not familiar with this Nicrew Sky LED light. I have a Nicrew light that is really, really bright, and with CO2 and fertilizer could probably grow Monte Carlo. However, Nicrew Sky LED light is pretty specific, and I don't know what that is. Will I stock more specialized rainbow fish? Maybe on and off, but I don't have access to specialized rainbow fish. If I could get them, absolutely I would. But the only way for me to get specialized rainbow fish is to go over to Aquabid, buy them at retail, and then try to sell them for higher than what they are for on Aquabid, which is obviously not going to work. But as far as like specialized rainbow fish, you never see that stuff at the wholesalers ever. At least that I have access to. Plus, there's the slapping noise of bare feet on hard floors. I have been in a fancy house with heated tile floors when I lived in St. Louis. I have a friend who has the heated bathroom floor, which is pretty nice. I have a friend that has a heated garage floor that is also pretty nice. But I would not go I don't know. I don't know that I would ever pay for heated bathroom floor. Like, of all the things I could spend my money on, that's probably a luxury I would never spend it on. If I was ever rich enough to waste money on heated bathroom flooring, I don't know. I'd rather give that money away to somebody who has no bathroom flooring than to spend money on myself and get heated bathroom flooring. I don't know. Jimmy says, when I used to do pedicures, I would ask the women if they had hardwood floors, and 100% of the time I'm right. They cause calluses. There we go. Jimmy doing pedicures. Jeez. Made the call 30 years ago to leave the old carpet until sell. What? Still there now. Too many tanks to upgrade. Made the call 30 years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry, my friend. You did feet, Jimmy? Yes. Apparently, Jimmy has a feet fetish. A foot fetish. He's one of those weird foot fetish people that I will never relate to. Why heat a room when you spend maybe an hour at most in every day? I don't even heat the bedroom. I don't know. It's like the people like air conditioning. Um, Obviously, it depends on your system, but you can like these days you can air condition specific rooms. So I don't know why people spend the whole money on air conditioning the whole house when you're only in one room. But that's pretty specific though. Like you're getting into like smart houses at that point when you're talking about air conditioning like one room at a time. I mean, just pretty soon, like, okay. So if you had a smart house and a Tesla, your smart house, your Tesla would notify your house when you're on your way home and turn on the AC, which is super awesome. Versus having the AC on all day just so it's cool when you get home. I don't know. Feet are gross. Like I don't think feet are gross, but I don't get the whole foot fetish thing. That's gross. Oh hi, yeah, I heard Bob earlier. Read that, Justin. What? Uh, heated flooring is super expensive. My grandparents got it, and they leave it off most of the time because of the cost. Jimmy was a male masseuse. Ginger Graves, I may recommend cord and cable command strips by 3M. Cords on the floor are the worst. I use the same kind of cable management that they use for computers. I'll stick with a good old-fashioned dumb house and have more to spend on cool stuff. Las Vegas here, so air conditioning is a must. 3 years and it turned off a couple times. Well, yeah, I mean it's just like Arizona. I used to, yeah. Jimmy is a real life Al Bundy. A real life Al Bundy. Jimmy is basically that person that has done everything and has lived everywhere. I mean, that's Jimmy. Jimmy in a nutshell. Done everything, lived everywhere. A true free spirit. And Jimmy actually has memberships now. So he hasn't turned it on yet. But soon, hopefully, right, Jimmy? You're going to get your memberships. Sharpie, you need the money for medical supplies. Don't lie. What's a good bien pleco grow out bulking food? Gary, French cut green beans, 79 cents a can. The best thing you could do, in my opinion. Or any veggie, really. But French cut green beans are magical with bristlenose plecos. And takes nice photos. Well, he takes nice photos, he takes nice videos, but yeah. Command strips are also useful for when you need to get an airline tubing to other tanks in your house from far from the air pump. That's what I'm going to be doing today, Alyssa Bentley, is running PVC piping throughout the fish room today. I was an idiot and bought the wrong size PVP tubing, and yeah. So I've been really unmotivated to do it. I currently have 3/4 inch tubing already set up with the tanks that are down there. Like one wall is 3/4 inch tubing. And then I went to the store and I bought a bunch of 1 inch, and I'm just like, ugh. I don't know. It just like, it took the wind out of my sails. And granted, all I have to do is go back and buy the stupid adapter. But I'm still like, dang it. Because 3/4 inch is so much cheaper than 1 inch. I could have saved like $10 at least. Swisky says 116 people. 115 now. Yeah, that's pretty good for a Thursday morning. Tell me my chromis are one of the best and easy to breed Tanganyikan cichlid shellies. Tell ma to chrome is. Tell ma to chromis. Vivatis. Cloth tape on each cord with what it goes to written on it saves time. Cloth tape on each cord. I used to, well, at my work, we used label makers. That's what we used when we were running Cat 5. And I'm actually going there today. I'm going to go back to my place of business, meet up with some friends, some co-workers. We're going to go have lunch today. And so I'm looking forward to that. It'll be nice to see everyone again. It's been a few months. Gonna go have lunch with my old friends. Be pretty fun. They are so peaceful and not eating their fry. I have lots of them now. Yeah, so they're like multis then, or they're like they all care for the fry. Life hack: stick a bit of masking tape on the plug and write what's on it. So much win. Yeah, I'll still go with the label maker method any day. So much cleaner, so much nicer looking. But yeah. What's a good food for CPOs? Really anything. I mean, they eat just about anything, honestly. Yeah, they're not very picky, in my experience. Ginger Graves, a ladder, I suppose. I run my airline and sometimes power lines across the ceiling. We have three. We have bigger 3-pin plugs and Ginger says, Alyssa, what air pump do you use? What's for lunch? We're going to the buffet that's at my work. So my work has 7 restaurants, and one of them is a buffet, and that's where we're going. I'm just hoping. So at the buffet, every day is something different. As far as like, they have like the normal food every day, and then every day they have like themed. And I don't remember. It's been so long, but I'm hoping it's Mongolian grill. Mongolian. Are you Mongolians? That's what I'm hoping for. If it's not Mongolian grill, then I hope it's slider day. Buffet equals food coma. Yeah. Yep. So I was up really early today, getting stuff done because I know after buffet I'll probably be taking a nap. Let me tell you a little story of what happened to me yesterday. So I get my fish orders on Wednesday. Every Wednesday my fish orders come in. And so like they were being delivered and the guy was dropping them off, and while he was dropping them off, a lady like appeared out of nowhere, just out of nowhere. Like in my garage with a squirrel. The poor squirrel had just been hit by a car and it was dying, and she was asking if I had like a box to put it in. She called animal control and they told her to put it in a box, and there's nothing they can do. And so I was like, just give me the squirrel. So I took the squirrel, and this poor little guy was in pretty rough shape, and cleaned his wounds with hydrogen peroxide. Basically did everything I could, short of I don't know, performing some miracle. But so I cleaned his wounds with hydrogen peroxide. I got oh man, what's that stuff? Oh my gosh, what's the stuff you put on open wounds? Anyways, I got all that on there for him. Put him in my fish room, keep him nice and warm, and he made it about 4 hours. He didn't seem to be struggling. He was just breathing and laying there, and I really thought he was gonna pull through. Well, I really thought she was gonna pull through, but she did not. But it was still very weird. Like, I didn't see this lady approach my house at all, and both of us were like standing right right under my garage door, and my dogs didn't see this lady. Otherwise, anyways, it was just like weird. Like, we're just standing there, and then boom, out of nowhere, here's this lady with a squirrel wrapped in her shirt. And yeah, it was kind of sad, but I made it comfortable while it lived out its last few hours at least. I think if I rerun all my airline, I'll get the piston pump then. Wait, right now I'm using a couple Aqua something for output things, but I'm considering getting a Gemco linear piston air pump. Yes, get a linear piston air pump. If you have more than like a dozen tanks, then I would get one. I have one that's too small, so I have to upgrade mine. Neosporin, yeah, Neosporin, that's it. Neosporin. And it only had like a couple of open wounds. Like the tail was in pretty rough shape, and then it just had like one little scratch, and so there was nothing like visually wrong besides like the tail, and it was breathing and it was just relaxing. Um, it kind of was spasming for a little bit, but then calmed down, and like especially once I got in the fish room where it was nice and warm, it looked like it was just gonna go to sleep and slowly recover, and it didn't, unfortunately. 25 tanks. Every time I think I'll get rid of tanks, I just upgrade. Yeah, tell me about it. How do I get the links and updates for all events coming up like Aquashella and the Aquatic Experience? You have to actually go to their website, Scott. So Aquashella Dallas is in March, but there's no exact dates on the website yet. I will be attending Aquashella Dallas this year, like 100% going. So that should be fun. As far as any of the other ones, like the Aquatic Experience, first of all, we don't even know if it's going to happen next year. So I don't know, but I probably won't go to that one anyways. But I would like to go back to Chicago because I like Chicago. At least the area for where the Aquatic Experience used to be was really nice, like downtown Chicago. I could do without, but where the Aquatic Experience was in Chicago is really nice, and I think Aquashella is in that same area. Alyssa Bentley says, all right, lurker mode engaged. Got to wrap up for work real fast today since I have fish coming in the mail. Me too. Me too. What's a good community fish that eats algae? Hannah. Bristlenose pleco. Autocinkless, although for autocinkless, you really want to make sure you're feeding them. A lot of them starve out, especially when the algae's gone. They can be kind of finicky, but still a really good fish. A mono shrimp. Siamese algae eaters, Siamese algae eaters are really good. However, they get pretty large, so depending on the size of your tank. Did I say a mono shrimp? Flying fox is a kind of uncommon algae eating fish that you don't see very much. I almost brought some in, but I didn't. But yeah, flying foxes are pretty rad. I had some a long time ago, and I think there's videos on my channel of a flying fox schooling with my roseline sharks. I don't know if it's still there, but it used to be there. I'm stuck in traffic because of this stupid construction. That's everywhere. John says, flying fox smoke BBA. So, yeah, the flying fox I want, they didn't have, but they had the silver flying fox, and I was like, I don't know about that one. So hard to market just a silver fish that no one knows about. Tampa Tom says not a fan of the flying fox. Pandagara, yes, Pandagaras. Man, I'm shipping out a lot of Pandagaras on Monday. A lot of them. Apparently, people really love Pandagaras because they are by far the most popular fish on my website. Clown killies have become really popular. Since I lowered the price on them. I'm pretty sure that I'm the cheapest on the internet for clown killies. So maybe that's why they're so popular. I don't know. Bob Ross saved injured squirrels all the time and had some pet ones. It's the name. I really thought it was going to pull through. Like I was fairly confident at one point that it was going to pull through. I was so confident that I actually set up my old ferret cage and got it ready and was ready to like nurse this thing for like the next month at least. So now I have like this ferret cage all set up, and I'm like, maybe I need to go get a ferret now. I'm not going to, but the ferret cage was for the tegu, and I had taken it down. It was on my back porch, and then I took it down because it's not sunny out anymore. But yeah, so I set that back up real quick, but unfortunately took a turn for the worse. I feed my autos mulberry leaves, and they're always eating it, and it's free. Oh, that's a good tip. Very good tip. I forgot what I asked you to say for me. Yeah, so did I. Guys, I have the worst memory ever. If you don't like send me an email saying save this for me, one, Uh, when I'm not paying attention because I never notice when this cuts off. So who knows how long I've been talking. Say what? Plug the mic back in. Yep. That's what it always happens when I'm not paying attention. Like, I get cocky and I don't pay attention to the mic. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Jeez. Did you see that video of the people who had reared a squirrel from baby to adult, took it out, and they set it free, and a cat nailed it in seconds? Ugh. That's the other thing. Like, if I would have, well, if this squirrel would have survived, say it took like 2 months of rehab for this squirrel to survive. I can't really let a squirrel go in December, so it would have been with me. Maybe I could, but I don't know that I would. Like, I feel like, I mean, he's lost like 2 months of gathering food time. How much did you pay for my tegu? I don't know, $400 after shipping. Pretty close to $400 after shipping. It's 42 pan. The meaning of life, the universe, and everything is 42. Man, I was gonna say a stupid fact, but I don't think I'm going to. Do you know where Corey gets the new ponds he puts in the fish room? Yes, I can tell you. I do know, and it's from a local store that I don't remember the name of. But he gets them locally. I don't want to say from Granger, but it's a store like Granger. And it might be Granger, but I don't think it is. All I know is that they're way too expensive for me. Way too expensive. That's all I know. Like, when I saw them, I was like, oh, dang, I want to get some of those. And then he told me how much they were, and I was like, never mind. $1 per gallon sale for me. My dad rescued a raccoon. It was cute until it grew up, demolished his house. I also had a raccoon. When I was about 16 years old, I had a raccoon for the summer. It was pretty fun. It was insanely pissed, and I couldn't get close to it, but it was still fun, I guess. I have CNN on in the background. You sounded really boring for a minute there. Yikes. Yikes. At least you get some real news here. Oh, boy. Only one to spot it, Barbara, way more. I have 3 female cherry shrimp and 2 males. Has them about 6 months now and still haven't got any shrimplets. My water is perfect. What could I be doing wrong? Well, when you say your water is perfect, what is your water? What is your water? Like, if your shrimp aren't breeding, then you got to start testing things like TDS. Make sure your TDS is between, like, for cherry shrimp, like 150 to 300 TDS. I usually run about 250 TDS. Gotta start thinking about like hardness, pH, food. Maybe they're not getting enough food, things like that. Or maybe they're not males and females. I blame Boris and Natasha for hitting the squirrel. Anyone have experience with serpent loaches? I discovered them yesterday and I'm super interested. No. But I do have, no, not trying to change the subject, but I got some dwarf chain loaches in. Those things are pretty rad. Gotta say, I'm digging the dwarf chain loaches. Serpent loaches, though, I don't know. Let's take a look. Serpent loach. Oh, is that just the bottia? Maybe. I mean, it kind of looks like, obviously it's the same family, so it would look identical. Well, not identical. These are like slender, more slender. Serpent. Wow, it's actually the scientific name. Here, if you guys want to look it up. There you go. Or I could just do this. Yoink. There it is right there. These are pretty neat looking. This type series was collected from the Sekong River Basin, Laos. 50 to 55 millimeters, 23, 26 degrees. Pretty standard, omnivorous. Fishies, which inhabit similar biotopes in nature. Well, if they can be with Danios and Rasboras, that would mean they're definitely friendly. Pretty neat little guys, though. Yes, I do have shrimp. Currently, I think the only thing I have in stock is chocolate shrimp. And that's it. Honestly, I forgot to get more yellow shrimp in, because that's what I do. I forget. What other schooling fish can be kept with freshwater archerfish? Roseline sharks, praycocks, rainbows, apistos, plecos, cories, all of those. All of those can be kept. Roseline sharks would be great. Any rainbow fish would be great. Pistos would work because they're going to occupy the lower part of the aquarium. I don't see any issues. Obviously, plecos and cories would be fine too. I don't generally find archerfish to be aggressive at all. I've never kept them. What other schooling fish? Oh, I just got that one. What do you feed your tegu? Everything. They are literally a garbage disposal. Fruits, vegetables, meat, ground turkey, ground beef, ground chicken, beef heart, beef liver. I go to my butcher and I get this stuff for my dogs. So they market it as dog food, but it's ground beef, beef heart, beef liver, all ground up into one. That's really good. Man, I have. It really loves blueberries. So we'll sit there and eat blueberries together. That's pretty nice. It likes strawberries. It loves bananas. Although I don't give it bananas more than once a week, just because like sugar. I think there's a lot of sugar in bananas. But yeah, they're literally a garbage disposal. They'll eat anything. What? Chocolates are neocardinia, right? My water is hard and I don't do RO. Yes, you would do just fine. Scissor tail rasbora. I almost ordered some of those, but they're just generally not very popular, so I didn't. But I still like them. Chris says, what shrimp should I start with? Never had shrimp. Absolutely cherry shrimp. Cherry shrimp. Dank Tanks makes a good point. What kind of water do you have? But cherry shrimp. Cherry shrimp are great. $40 ginger. What happened? Yeah, but anyways, cherry shrimp. Any color variant. Orange, black, blue, green. Not all of them breed true, but honestly, it's like a good old-fashioned cherry shrimp is great. Especially, the reds look great in Planet Tanks, so they're just awesome shrimp. Was gonna say, what kind of shrimp can I keep at 7.2 pH? Any Neo, a mono shrimp, the graboid shrimps, the fan filtering shrimps, bamboo shrimp, wood shrimp. All of those are the same thing. But yeah, so that's where we're gonna end it. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Chris, for the $4.20 super chat. Be on the lookout for tomorrow if you're interested in any fish. A lot of them are gonna hit the website, which is right there above my head. And any closing thoughts? Nope, I have nothing. But you know, I don't know. This is very sophisticated sign off. Anyways, thanks to everyone for coming by. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me that so many of you come and hang out with me and talk fish and squirrels and hardwood flooring versus carpet. I'm really appreciative. It means a lot to me, and I hope to see you guys Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Yep.